Deanna, and we are here for the Live Well Live Strong Quilt, which is right behind me, and we are working on the Safety Block, which is right up here, but I actually have a larger version for you guys right here. So it is so fun to see everybody online. Hello, everybody. We are going to make a little bit more than an economy block, but something similar to an economy block. So we are just going to keep building out with pieced half square triangles all the way around. And we're going to just keep building and building and building. So what we are working on is the Live Well Live Strong Quilt. So I have put my pattern into a 3-ring binder. The instructions for this is on page 14 of the pattern. So that's what we're going to be working on. And we have a new worksheet that's all about safety, because this quilt block, this quilt has 26 quilt blocks about health and wellness for women. And this week's block is on safety, and safety for us, because you don't thrive well if you don't have safety, and you actually do pretty good. I want to show you something that somebody made for me. So let me go ahead and show you. I have got a beautiful scrap bag or thread bag that Dolores Rast, and on Facebook she's Alma Rast, made for me and shipped to me. So I'm so excited to be putting this here today next to my sewing machine. And she also made me this darling mug rug with Bonnie and Camille Moda fabric. She made me a really awesome potato holder, and she made me the most gorgeous zipper purse, and she shipped this all the way to me from Mississippi, and I'm just like blown away. Her skills are just, and look at this little extra that she put on there. It is so sweet. Corey, were you able to see that on Facebook? Honey? Hi! How's it going, Diane? It's good to see you. So, anyways, but these are some of the fun things that Dolores sent to me, and boy, what fun. So I actually have to go to New York next week, and when I go to, so I'll be taking this with me to store some of kind of my special things. So I'm going to go ahead and just set this stuff aside. But this is the quilt block that we are working on. I have laid it all out for you with the pieces pre-cut so that it's easier. And I wanted to go ahead and show you what that layout is like. Now, I want to go ahead real quickly. And was that able to populate, Corey? Pardon?
It's doing that.
Let me see. Oh, it's not populating?
No.
Let's see, honey. There might be a problem. Can you hand me this keyboard over there? I'm going to go ahead and see if we have Facebook working, but that's okay, because if Facebook's not working, I can upload this video a little bit later. Let me just go ahead and go on real fast. And we have got some people that are streaming in the house, which is pretty cute. So I might, no, we're not going to have them turn it off. We have like a weekly party that's happening each week. So let me go ahead and see if this is populating on here. And I don't see it going on Facebook, so we're not going to worry about that. Okay, so Corey, don't worry about that. We won't be able to do that, and I will upload it later to Facebook myself. So let's go ahead and get started on this quilt. I've actually sewn quite a bit of it for you guys. I actually sewed this much of it. So you can see, because I didn't want this to be a super tedious video, but you can see that there are 4 squares in the center. So it's like an economy block. I made it red, white, and blue, so it looks real safe and those types of things. But this would actually be a really beautiful block to make a whole quilt for a patriotic quilt. So, which I think is really a lot of fun. But you can see here there's 4 squares in the center that have been stitched together. And Corey, if you can turn it to the other camera, then I can go ahead and show you guys the overhead screen. So on here, we've got this part of it is already stitched together. We have an additional white triangle that needs to be stitched on here. I didn't want this video to be super, super long and tedious for you guys, so I'm going to just go ahead and stitch this one on right here. But you can get an idea of how this went together. So I just went ahead and put right sides together and pieced these squares here. Then I went and I actually string fed And then I sewed it, of course, this section then together as all one. Then what I did is I string fed every single one of these half square triangle two-tone color sets. So we've got the pink and the red. I string fed all of those, and the two different shades of blue, and I string fed all of those ones too. So, and it went really pretty quickly. I then went ahead and I had this unit and I stitched my half square triangles on this. Now, one thing that, since we're working with a lot of half square triangles on this, we want to make sure that when we're stitching, we want to make sure that this unit, we're not doing a generous 1/4 inch seam or anything in these inner parts, because as it grows further and further out, you're going to have a block that is smaller than the size it should be. So for example, this should be 12.5 inches wide, and mine is exactly 12.5 inches wide, if you can see that there. And this I won't need, sweetheart, too. But so you can see that. So I am at the 12.5 inches wide. So it's really critical that you don't sew more than a 1/4 inch seam on this center part here. So let's go ahead and keep going. So, and we do have some prizes for today. So we'll be giving out some prizes at the end. We'll be able to do, oh, let me go ahead and move the screen so I can see comments. Thank you, Diane. It really is. Hi, Colleen. This really is a fun block, and I know you already got your, yeah, Facebook is having issues, Colleen. I know we've got like some little Facebook little tweaks to do there. So, but what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stitch this triangle onto this one right here. And, oh, let me go ahead and show you another thing.
You want me to switch the camera?
No, we don't have this one over here. So one thing that's really good to do here is I wouldn't worry about squaring too much up, because remember, we're working with triangles. So what we want to do is come across here, and as we stitch across, we want to go across the stitching cross point right here, and we want to just cross just slightly above that. And if you're not very straight right there, you're okay. Just be sure that you stay consistent with your 1/4 inch seam, and do not go any more on your 1/4 inch seam at all. So I'm going to stitch with this side up with my white triangle on this side, so I can see where to make that crossing. And you just want to go ever so slightly above that crossed seam so that your points will match. So let me go ahead and put this on my sewing machine. And I'm going to bring this in here. So let me see what else everybody is doing. Yes, you're so sweet, Colleen, to be here. I just really appreciate all of you guys. It's really great to see everybody. So, and be sure to make some comments so that I know that who's here or whatever else, and let me know what you guys are working on. I am madly trying to get everything done for our New York trip, so that we can go ahead and, so I'm going to actually pre-record the video for next week on Tuesday. So I'm going to have that done before I leave, so that then I can post that live. So you can see when I open this up, that then the point is crossed right there. So we've got like a good point crossing, and you can see that that's working. And on this side, I went just slightly above. So we've got the overhead camera showing on YouTube. So very, very good. So let's go ahead and lay this down again. I'm going to just give it a quick little press. Let me pull this out. I'm going to use my pressing mat here. And then the other thing that we want to do is go ahead and add these extra half square triangles that are already joined. So we want to take these two right here, and we're going to add it here onto the side. So I got most of this unit completed. I'm going to put right sides together, and on this point, just as you would with the two-toned red and pink, with the two-tone blue, you want to make sure that your center line is coming down here and matching up. So oh good. So Colleen, I know it was like the week before YouTube wasn't working well, and then this week it's having a hard time communicating with Facebook, but that's okay, because we can manually upload videos whichever way we need to do it. So let's go ahead and just bring this, and I'm going to match it up. And this one I'm actually going to match where that blue line is coming on that stitching line, because I do want, let me go ahead and show you. I do want this to match up. So you can see where that little bit of pink is peeking out there. I want the blue lines to match up with that pink and the red. So let's go ahead and lay this back down. And once again, if you can go ahead and do the stitching on this top side where you have this cross of where your points came together, then you'll have a good idea of where to stitch. And once again, if you need to do a scant 1/4 inch, do your scant 1/4 inch. You just want these points to match. So let me go ahead and stitch this on here. And then we had what else have we been doing? Rebecca, I'm so glad you can't wait to do this block. And this has been, there is a worksheet. The worksheets are available on the blog post at Stitches Quilting. That will be in the lower part of the YouTube description. And on Instagram, it will be on the URL of my link where you can download the free safety worksheets. And in the safety worksheets, we kind of talked about different ways to be safe or different ways to use safety for our health and our wellness. So let's go ahead and check this out and see if this matched up. So I've got a good match. You can see going from right here all the way across with those points. And so that looks great. So let's go ahead and press this again. So for safety, I'm going to try to not be a distracted driver this week. I am going to try to eat a little bit healthier so that maybe my heart will be healthy. I'm going to try to sleep a little bit better so I have less stress because one night I stayed up really late this last week watching Netflix, and boy, that next day I didn't function real well. So, having good sleep is a really good plan. And yes, thank you, Colleen. So yeah, so that we don't have points lost on this. Let's see here. So we've got, hi, I missed you the last couple weeks. I'm so glad you're on. Sandra, it's so good to see you. It's so good to see everybody on Instagram too. So let's go ahead and get this stitched. Once again, I'm going to stitch from this side so I can see where that cross point is, and so that you don't have lost points. So, and that's what we're trying to work on. The Live Well, Live Strong Quilt is a great quilt to work on to build your quilting skills and to work on not losing some of those points and work on your piecing skills. And as we go through the blocks, and we only have 6 more blocks to go. So I'm super excited for that. Then we'll get all of our quilt tops made, work on quilting the quilt, and we will repeat the sew along all over again. So, and we're going to have a fun additional bonus to it this next time around, because we're going to do tiny blocks that are paper pieced too. So this next time around, for the same price of the pattern, it'll be the exact same price, you will also get another one. So Corey, can you change it to the front camera? So here we've got our blocks stitched together, and so you can see here we have our Safety Quilt Block. So it's really like maybe an extra plus economy block, where we have actually pieced together our half square triangles right here. We have 4 squares in the center instead of just 1 square that we're building on. And we've got some pieced half square triangles and then some solid ones going there too, and a couple levels going on. So this is a great block to do. Let me think if there's anything else. Let's see here. I know. I cannot wait to do that teeny tiny paper pieced one. It'll make it so we can have a Live Well, Live Strong quilt as just a wall hanging. So let me see if there was anything else fun or significant to share that's in the worksheet. Yes. Okay. Here's one little point for you guys for safety, that there is a crime triangle, and there's 3 aspects to crime. There is a victim, a predator, and then an opportunity. So there's 3 different points to a crime triangle. So what we want to try to eliminate in our lives is the opportunity. So for example, I one time I ran into a store to go pick something up that I had ordered and already paid for. And when I ran in, I left my purse on the seat next to me. In my vehicle, I locked my car, but when I came back out, the window was bashed and my purse was stolen. And that happened to me 2 times before I really learned to stop doing that and stop creating an opportunity for someone to take advantage of me. Other ways that we can work on not having people take advantage of us is having an outdoor light at nighttime, trimming back bushes or trees so that there's good visibility. Just different little things that we can do. Not text while we're driving. Maybe have a little bit more defensive driving. I don't know about you guys with car accidents and stuff like that, but I was in a rollover accident and I'm so glad I lived. But my car went the length of about a football field, and in that time frame, I was amazed that I actually, came out of there alive. But now I drive very slowly. I drive very carefully, and sometimes when I'm driving with other people, I'll put the brake on, like my own imaginary brake. So we want to eliminate opportunities and stay safe in our lives, and safety can definitely help our health and wellness. So, for example, if you're in a very violent situation, say you're living in a country where it's war-torn and lots of things are going on, you're going to have a difficult time having health and wellness if you can't sustain just even your basic needs. So, and it goes through there's like 7 different tips of things to do and different aspects of safety. So once again, with that crime triangle, instead of it being a crime triangle, we can have it be a health triangle. And say we're working on heart health, then go ahead and take away vulnerabilities like exercising more, getting doctor checkups for our heart health, taking any medications that we might need to take, decreasing stress, doing healthy eating, and maybe experiencing cardio like 3 to 5 times a week to improve our heart health. Some things we can improve what's going on there and decrease maybe our vulnerability to some different diseases. So anyways, that's my message for the Safety Quilt Block. That's what the Safety Quilt Block has to do with. And you guys, it is so fun to see you. And Colleen says that you need to talk to me, Corey, and make sure I don't let myself be vulnerable. So he will help me with that. That's for sure. So
pepper spray.
Oh yeah, he did. He got me some pepper spray. Isn't that too fun? Anyway, so I'm gonna have to add that to my purse, and we'll see. I have some pepper spray, whatever, right? Okay, so you guys have a fantastic week. If you want to join the Live Well, Live Strong Sew Along, please do. All the worksheets and everything are just free online. The pattern is for a purchase, but everything else is free because I want everybody to enjoy all of the value that there might be out there. So I've got a prize for you guys, but I didn't. Hold on, what was it that I was going to do for today? I don't have it sitting next to me. This has been such a crazy day. I am going to send, so let's go ahead and pick out somebody from Instagram, and how about 2 people from YouTube? And let me go ahead and go on here. So let's go ahead and do Sandra J. Bye Girl. So let's go ahead and do that for Instagram. I left this pen open. Corey, can I have another pen over there, sweetie? Thank you. Okay, so let me go ahead and put that. So Sandra, R-E-J-A-N-E. I got to make sure. Corey, go unlock that door. You are so naughty. Okay, IG, and then let me go over to YouTube, and let's look what we have here. And we have YouTube.
What a waste of skin.
Oh my goodness, Corey, be nice. Okay, we've got Mary Hence, so let's go ahead and have her win, and let's have Diane on YouTube, and let's have Colleen Holt. Okay, all right, you guys, and I will figure out what you're winning. It was something really cool. What was it? I wish Elise was here right now. But I will send you guys something, and I will message you. So send me an email at Deanna@stitchesquilting.com. The website is stitchesquilting.com. But I will figure out what these prizes are and send it to you because it was something really cool that I haven't given away before. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a really good evening and have a fun night. So, and be safe this next week. And next week, our quilt block that we're going to be focusing on is the Hope Quilt Block. So I'm really excited about that and I can't wait to share it. So it should be a really good week. So be sure to turn on your post notifications, turn on the notification to turn on the bell on YouTube, and on Instagram, you can turn on notifications to follow live videos or Instagram posts too. So we'll see you guys a little bit later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.